One of the things that God has helped me fall in love with over the past few years is reading. I found this quote the other day, which I really loved, by Ralph Emerson, which says, "I cannot remember the books I have read any more than the meals I have eaten. Even so, they have made me." And this is definitely one of those books that has made me. It has been sewn into the very fabric of who I am and how I relate to God. And looking back on it, I can really identify areas of revelation that this book etched into my soul. So this is Redeeming Love by Francine. It's a novel set in 1850 during the California Gold Rush, and it was directly inspired by the biblical story of Hosea. So it follows the story of Angel, a woman who was sold into prostitution as a child, and she grows up not only to reject God, but the very idea of a good man, because every experience that she had with a man, starting with her father, taught her that love was nothing more than a means to an end. So this book follows her journey of learning to receive the selfless, redeeming love of God through the man that God sends to be her husband. It was beautifully written, and it really has helped me to visualize and internalize just how passionately God pursues me and pursues all of us. Like, what redeeming love actually means when sometimes all we feel is shame from our past or even our present. And also through Michael, I learned how love for others can really usher them into the redeeming love of God and into the arms of God. I'm a romantic, so this book definitely fulfilled that part of me, but without being cheesy and also keeping in line with my Christian values. There is a film adaptation of it on Netflix, which I have to say is surprisingly well done, and it is faithful to the story. But the internal dialogue in this novel is so insanely rich, and it is such a large part of the plot. Of course, some of that had to be shortened in the movie. A lot of it was. So inevitably, it glosses over a lot of the character development happening inside of Angel and Michael that many of us can connect with deeply. So I definitely advise the book, especially to those who enjoy like historical romance and a good allegory, because this is such a naturally written allegory. Enjoy.